Located east of the Anacostia River, adjacent to Capitol Hill, historic Anacostia in southeast Washington, D.C. is the gatekeeper of history, culture, and the soul of the district.
I had always wanted to live in Anacostia because I used to come out here and catch the B2 bus, and I went to Anacostia High School, and I said, oh, these are so nice houses up here.
Incorporated in 1854 as one of the first working-class suburbs of D.C., historic Anacostia has evolved from a restrictive subdivision to a thriving hub of multicultural entrepreneurship and home ownership.
I've seen pictures when my property was nothing but dirt and a farm. One great thing about being in Anacostia, we get a lot of referrals from our neighbors because they know us. They'll come by the gate. Hey, are you those gotta go now people?
Anacostia offers something for everyone, whether you're here to eat, play, shop, stay, thrive, or learn.
Your cultural tour of DC isn't complete until you visited the historic Anacostia. Play at the Anacostia Art Center and discover local and international artists at the Vivid Solutions Gallery or the Han Floor Gallery. Satisfy your passion for performing arts while enjoying a smart and thought-provoking production at the Anacostia Playhouse.
The Art Center is a place where I can perform, as well as the Anacostia Playhouse. My neighbors can come check out my productions and my poetry and my writing.
And for those that love the great outdoors, historic Anacostia is the place for you.
I really like the feel. We are close to downtown, but we still feel like being in a small village. It's a lot of Victorian houses, a lot of character. That's one of the reasons why I decided to move here.
Stroll, jog, or bike along 3.5 miles of scenic trails in Anacostia Park. Gather your friends for a game of soccer, tennis, or join a rowing club and enjoy the popular tributary of the Chesapeake Bay watershed. Relax in the open fields and picnic areas while taking in the natural beauty and wildlife of this hidden gem.
Beautifully perched in the center of Anacostia, with breathtaking views of the U.S. Capitol and Washington, D.C. skyline, is Cedar Hill, home of the historic abolitionist, orator, and civil rights activist Frederick Douglass. Purchased by Douglass in 1877, this stunning 20-room Victorian home on 9 acres of land is where Douglass lived his most influential and final years. Not just an architectural jewel in the heart of Anacostia, the home is a place of learning and inspiration for thousands of visitors who travel there each year and experience intimate tours hosted daily by the knowledgeable National Park Service guides.
More than just a home of the historic civil rights figure Frederick Douglass, or the only place in DC to see a giant chair. Eat and satisfy your taste buds with a trip to the islands at the Caribbean Citations Restaurant, and experience flavors from the Mediterranean at Mama's Pizza Kitchen.
I like to eat here at Turning Natural because they have like the best smoothies. They're named after people I know like Bob Marley and Marion Barry. Their food's really great and they have friendly people and you get to meet folks who live in the community. It's like a meeting place.
You can shop and find that unique item that'll make you the envy of your friends at Nubian Human.
Nubian Human offers products where I don't have to leave the neighborhood. I don't have to get in my car. I can walk down to the end of the block, come in, find what I need. Maybe I want a t-shirt or I might need some lingerie. They have a little bit of everything for everyone, not just for women. They have things for men as well.
Featuring fashion and home goods from around the globe. Go use some cute consignment pieces at Vintage and Charmed. Or for the frugal fashionista, there's Martha's Thrift. The sharing economy has opened doors to some of historic Anacostia's finest homes. So stay when one day simply isn't enough. And when life happens, help is right around the corner. From caring for your pet at the Animal Clinic of Anacostia, to buying your next car at the Old City Motors, or caring for your existing one at Distad's Tire Service. Even applying for a mortgage at the Industrial Bank. Anything you need is right at your fingertips.
August 20th, 1934, Jesse H. Mitchell, who's the grandfather of our current president and CEO, B. Doyle Mitchell, and 9 other businessmen came together, and they saw that at that time, minorities were able to deposit funds into banks that we are all familiar with today. But when it came time for us to elevate our standard of living through the purchase of a home, purchase of a car, funding of college, we were met with closed doors. You know, we're a CDFI, which is a community development financial institution. Through that designation, we redeposit 60% of our assets back into the communities that we serve.
So I'm kind of the voice of the people. Before we get to the city council, before we get to the mayor, I'm that ground roots person who talks to the community and then let different agencies in the District of Columbia know the concerns of my constituents as well as the city council, to let our council member know exactly what the people in my part of his ward are looking for.
Historic Anacostia provides innovative and educational opportunities from an attentive and caring faculty at Ketchum Elementary School, Excel Academy, Thurgood Marshall, and Anacostia High Schools.
When I hear the word Anacostia, I think about history.
Family.
I see a group of people that are really just coming together.
I hope in the future we will remember the residents of Anacostia as people who really fought to preserve the character of the area.
So this has been my life, because this is where my father grounded us, was here in Anacostia.
There's so much more to Southeast, from Cedar Hill to the river, the Big Chair to Union Temple Baptist Church. Historic Anacostia is the village within the city. Plan your next visit today at goanacostia.com. We'd love to meet you.
We're here with Khadijah with Arch Development shooting the Go Anacostia video. Khadijah, take it away.